Going to full. We have this plastic shelf, and this is ratchet strapped to the earth. These are the 3 best 20x20 racing ESCs on the market, and we need to figure out which one is the best. I want to know which one makes the most power, which one can take the most abuse, and which one can win this torture test. We have the brand new HD0 Halo ESC, the Oxbot stack, and the TBS Lucid ESC. And in today's torture test video, we are going to be putting them all through the identical test, pushing their temperature higher and higher, seeing which one dies first, and eventually crowning a champion for which ESC you can count on to get you through this racing season. It's gonna be loud, it's gonna be crazy, and we're getting into it here in today's video. Let's get into the test setup we have. So starting at the top here, we have this plastic shelf, and this is ratchet strapped to the earth, and we are pretty sure this is not going anywhere. It's not very strong this way, but you can't really pick it up. We have 3 quads, same frame, same motors, same props. The only difference is the ESC and flight controller. This one's from HD0. It's the Halo stack with the AM32 configuration. Here we have the Oxbot stack. This one's hot, very new on the market, using the OX32 firmware. Again, same frame, prop, motor, etc. Only difference is the power. Then over here we have the TBS Lucid ESC. This is the ESC that I've been running recently and using the HD0 flight controller. At the end of the day, this is just an ESC test, and that is what we have over here. For power, we're going to be using the 533 Super Budget Bundle packs. These are 6S 2200 packs, and if somebody says, well, that's not what we use for racing, you're wrong. This is a test. This is going to be, all we're trying to do is push as much power through these for as long as possible in today's test. For a safety, you know, as you can tell, we're very conscious about safety. All of these are going to be plugged in from below right here, and the theory is that if, God forbid, one of these breaks a zip tie and flies away, it's impossible for it to actually fly away because this battery is going to be stuck underneath here and it's not going anywhere. But then your question may be, Evan, how in the world are you going to get telemetry data to know the temperature, the RPM, all that jazz? And this is where that table comes around. And I crawl right into here to my telemetry data center. I have each of these quads plugged into Betaflight. I'm going to go to the motors tab and run each of them up simultaneously. OSD, for whatever reason, is not showing us ESC temperature, and that's very important for this test, as I want to track and map out the graph at which these gain temperature and when they die at what temperatures and so forth. So our backup plan is 3 laptops, each with Betaflight, each plugged in individually, running these puppies up, measuring the data via screen recording, and we'll see what happens. Now, if they don't die within the first battery, we've got this box right here of extra batteries and a whole freaking pit crew of people, the same people who run FPV Pit Stop, a drone repair service here at 533, ready to change these batteries as fast as possible to get right back in the game to go back up and do this again. That's the testing. You've got the gear. I think the only thing left to do is to actually get this baby on the road. On the right laptop down here, that's mine. That's gonna be the Lucid. Then the Oxbot on Noah's, and the HD0 one on Carter's, all screen recording individually. It's a pretty sweet setup, I must say.
All right, there we go.
All right, recording entire screen. We're recording on you. Going to full.
off the first one.
Oh.
All right, let's switch batteries.
That was so loud. That was way scarier than I thought it would be.
Laptop.
What was the takeaway from your testing?
Bro, we gotta keep going.
This may not be a neighborhood activity. Dude, that was insane.
From the straps. What got me is the grass and the laptop.
Although that was really fun and really cool, we don't think it was a very good test. One of the quads, the Lucid ESC one, came unplugged in the first like 5 seconds. One motor didn't even start up on the HD0 one. We think it was a bad motor from the get-go, so we had to swap that out. There was a lack of communication. The Oxbot did survive, and it was still kicking just fine. But we've decided to now swap over to doing one at a time, and I'm going to sync them all together. We'll time them. We can just, this will be a better test because we can better take care of each one to make sure this is all correct. If any one of you say that the air temperature was wrong or the air pressure was different because it was 10 minutes apart, please stop watching this video and do not comment because I'll freak out. But this is the best test we could possibly do. I still think it's going to be very, 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 very valid. And honestly, I think by doing it one at a time, the test is going to be more valid. Just because otherwise, if we have one little problem here or there, it completely invalidates everything, and we have to go back to square one. So just to make sure we can get everything nailed on the head. First up is the HD0 ESC. Let's get into it. Oh, it rebooted.
What's your battery look like?
Battery's good, but one's red. I think it just died. Hold up, going down. Yeah. One dead.
Nope, all spinning.
Motor 4's not getting RPM data anymore.
It's spinning.
All right, we're gonna try again. That was 103 degrees Celsius. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Motor 3 is failing.
I smell it.
Let's see if it's the motor or the ESC.
I was seeing this motor
Oh, this
here.
one's smoking.
Let's do a battery swap.
This one here was in and out.
They're all. Oh, the battery lead's even hot. No, the motor started stuttering. Once it got to a certain temperature, it seemed like it started to fail. But we're gonna see if it's still alive.
You're right. I'm gonna set this
All
down.
hot.
Setting that down
Come
for.
back down to 90. Still there?
Yep, we're good.
Good. All good. Yeah, it's rebooting.
So motor 2 is now smoking.
You all spinning again?
Yep, they're all spinning.
Dude, they're still spinning.
Still spinning.
just a second.
Wait, let me see if they all spin. Hold up.
Go ahead. That's the motor smoking.
That's
They're all
great.
spinning.
No way they all handle this.
Yeah, that's nuts.
They all still spinning?
Yep.
What's the ones that I'm putting speed?
What's your voltage at?
Still 22.
Okay.
That's insane.
Battery's getting low.
Yeah, battery's low. I think you can survive. Let's
Yeah.
see if any of the other ones can even do that. Seems like motors getting hot is the biggest problem, but what I did see, it seems like a thermal protection of some kind. Once it got up to like 105, 110 degrees Celsius, it started to reboot. But after, as long as I lowered it and put it back up, it kept going. I would be amazed if the other ESCs continue to do this, but maybe my standards are just too low. Oxbot is up next, but very impressive showing from HD0. I mean, that was full throttle, bolted, there was no ventilation or anything. Pretty crazy. All right, let's do Oxbot. Alrighty. Do a test first. All good?
Yep. Everything's spinning.
All right, Oxbot going in to the danger zone.
Got motor 1 and 4 smoking all the heck.
Should we see if they go again?
As far as ESC's not smoking. It's just the motors.
Let's see. Let me see if I can spin it again. Ready?
Yep, ready. You got 3 motors going.
Oh yeah, that front one is sounding good.
4's out. 4?
Yep, 4's out.
Oh, that thing is like trying to do something and it's not happening.
Should I just try the other 3?
Yeah, I'd go with the 3.
All right, going back at it. That battery's toast.
All the motors burned up but one.
There was fire coming out of it.
Oh yeah, I saw the red hot coil. All right, results of this I'm not super confident on. The Oxbot I think made more power. I'll have to check the tape on this one. But it seemed like the Oxbot made more power and the motors seemingly got hotter because the motor, it's the same motor, so the motors burned sooner. The ESC temps weren't as high. So I know it's a different ESC firmware, which is, so I'm just thinking here, maybe there's a reason as to why that happened. Now did the ESC die? We don't know because all those motors just caught on fire. It'd be a pretty interesting test to find out. But now it's going to be apples to apples with the Lucid, AM32 to AM32 identical settings. So I think this is a bit of a better test than the Oxbot one, but results inconclusive so far. The motors like actually caught on fire on the Oxbot one, so I don't think it's fair to compare to the HD0 because those got hot, but like they were still functioning motors, but the Oxbot ones literally caught on fire. So I'm not sure if that was an ESC firmware thing, to make it more power thing. the environment's the same, but this is all very interesting. We're learning stuff. We're just not sure what we're learning yet. Now time for the Lucid.
Motor 1 is smoked.
Oh.
Golly! Alright, should I see if it'll go? Gosh, don't breathe that.
Yeah, go ahead. Every motor's going but motor 1.
Alright, gonna pull motor 1 down.
Dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
Alright, let's get that.
Alright. I think we can successfully call this test inconclusive. I have yet to look at the times for how long each one lasted and so forth, but we never saw an outright ESC failure. You could argue the HD0 one did eventually fail via some type of like ESC temperature cutoff, but also the motors never burned. I'm intrigued by that. The settings are exactly the same as the Lucid, but the others, the motors burned before the ESC shut off. The HD0 went for longer, but the motors didn't burn. And it's not the ESC's fault for that, because the ESCs, to our knowledge, are still functioning. The results are inconclusive. I have some ideas for how to make this test better. I hope this test was entertaining, and we are absolutely going to do another test like this. I think the ticket is going to be bigger motors and bigger props, just at lower RPM. They're going to get less hot, and I think we can pull more, get more for our money, if you will. I think that's going to be the strategy. So there will be a part 2 to this video. Part 1 is inconclusive. All 3 of those ESCs live up to the hype for a reason. They all did amazing. You can interpret the results however you'd like, but I would consider this inconclusive, and we have to do a part number 2 here in the future. Did just burn through like $300 of Black Series motors, which kind of hurts the heart, hurts the soul right there, but you know, it's all good. If you have any ideas for how we can make this test better, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys around.